What's up, guys? Who's ready to go to space? I know I am, so strap on your seatbelts and let's blow this popsicle stand as we dive into why SpaceX is leading the way in human space travel. Coming up. What's up, bitches? So I've been away for a while. I'm currently working on getting my Earth and Planetary Science degree, so I can Earth and Planetary Science some shit. But I'm on break right now, and you gotta give the people what they want. So here I am, and I'm gonna rock you like a mild tropical storm. So let's get into it. So have you guys ever watched Star Trek or Star Wars and thought how cool it would be to be able to travel through the galaxies at warp speed, visiting other planets and maybe starting a fight with an alien civilization? Cause let's face it, humans would be intergalactic shit starters. Look at the way his antennas stick out. What? Well, what if I told you that we were closer to that reality than you think? Well, let me tell you guys this. SpaceX is currently working on making human space travel possible. And there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. They're doing this through the development of Elon Musk's reusable rocket. But before we get into that, let's talk about what SpaceX is, what they do, and their plans for the future. So, without further ado, what is SpaceX? It's a privately owned aerospace manufacturer and space transportation service, founded in 2002 by Elon Musk, the Snoop Dogg of science. Its goals are to reduce space transportation costs that would eventually allow us to colonize Mars, which I'd imagine is like living in the Grand Canyon if it were located in Antarctica. SpaceX is responsible for the development of the Falcon and the Dragon rocket family, which currently delivers supplies into Earth's orbit, sort of like a space semi-truck. They are also responsible for the development of the BFR, which stands for Big Rocket. I'm just kidding. I bleeped that out for no reason. It actually stands for Big Falcon Rocket, which is able to launch the largest payloads humans have ever launched into orbit. So that's good. Moving on. So what does SpaceX do? Well, I already told you that they build rockets, but what makes SpaceX special is that they use retrievable rockets. SpaceX is the first rocket developer to reuse their rockets. Before, we would launch a rocket into space and then we'd never see it again. This is the equivalent of flying a 747 airliner across the country and then throwing it away. Stupid, right? By being able to reuse their rockets, SpaceX believes we can bring the price of space transportation down dramatically. I mean, it won't be cheap, but neither is flying first class to Paris. And with the development of the BFR, we can launch large amounts of supplies into space to aid in the terraforming of Mars. It almost doesn't sound real, but it is, damn it. It is real. Now, SpaceX's plans for the future are pretty simple. Human and supply space transportation. Whether you want to believe it or not, we're almost Star Trek ready. We've got the materials, we've got the technology, all we're waiting on is for SpaceX to confidently be able to say we won't explode when we take off. At least we're pretty sure it won't explode. Yeah, you should be fine. Their plan is to build a spaceport on the moon and use it as a jump-off point to get to Mars. I know that it sounds like a sci-fi movie, but it's a very real future, and it's happening right now. SpaceX is not just blazing the trail to get humans to space, but they're inspiring others to do the same. Like Amazon's Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin, or Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic. So it's not whether we're gonna get to space, it's when and who's gonna get there first. Either way, once we do get there, it's on like Donkey Kong. In closing, yeah, we're going to space. Whether we get to go or our children or our children's children, I can only imagine the knowledge and technology that will come from it. But before we go pulling out our Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, we have to keep in mind that rules and regulations need to be set up to protect the universe. Last thing you want is some asshole who thinks he's Darth Vader. You know, and I know, it's inevitable. Also, keep in mind, we don't know what's out there, but we do know what's here. Our families, our friends, our memories. So whatever happens in the future and whatever planets we end up visiting, just remember, it all started from this pale blue dot. Thank you everybody for watching. Be sure to click like and subscribe. And until next time, question the world around you. Peace.